Welcome back, everybody. We just did the greatest open in the history of roller derby broadcasts.
There will never be another.
And then they added time to the scoreboard, so we had to go to ads. So realistically, if you wanted a stellar open, you're going to have to scroll back in the feed, in the Twitch feed. But this is a great broadcast today. Excellent game. We were talking about it before we went to ads. These teams played together against each other in April. Seattle did take that game, 180-120. Both of these teams coming into this game are going to feel like they need this third place win. So adjustments, matchups, familiarity, we're going to get it from the very first whistle. And I'm very excited, Pops.
I, too, am extremely excited. Extremely excited. On the edge of my seat, which is bad because the platform we're sitting on is real narrow. I may go over backwards in the middle.
Okay, on the jam line to start. We still got another minute to Derby. Let's actually do rosters real quick. So I'll take Seattle real quick.
Sure.
10, M. Norberg. 1,000, Deathina. 180, Rival E. 19, Bantam Phantom. 21, the Iron Rabbit. 23, Afro Jamurai. 2700, Filipina Fire. 333, Alexis of Evil. 54, Go-Go. 700, Toe Jammer. 713, Nailer Swift. 722, A. Rashid. 789, 7 Skate 9. 800, Bruno Scars. And the captain, 911, Emulator.
And for Duval, 009, Megalass, 101, Ariana Cantrell, 120, Evil Apple, 123, Purple Warrior, 18, Monkey Mess, 20, Scully, 303, Dizzy Izzy, 350, Sugar Cookies, 37, Elena Young, 4, Brianna Page, whose birthday weekend it is, 62, Captain, Olivia Glisson, 719, Mad Dog Matty, 8, Annabelle Hines, 817, Boomerang, 90, Hot Wheels. And we are ready to roll.
The swoopy whistle has gone, so we are beginning. On the jam line for Duval to start is the captain, Olivia Glisson, up against 180 from the Galaxy Girls. That is Rival E. Rival E has the pack stretched out front. Great recovery, though, and cycled by Duval, but lead is established by Rival E. Olivia Glisson now out of the pack for Duval. And we got a call off. 0-0 jam to start the game.
I have a feeling it's going to be like that all day.
I personally love point protection. I love point denial. I love defensive roller derby. The score and that Los Anarchist Duval game from last night.
Thing of beauty. Thing of beauty.
2 games under 100 points. That is what I love to see. Out on the jam line for Duval, we've got number 303, Dizzy Izzy, going up against number 800 for the Galaxy Girls, Bruno Scars. We're in a little bit of a OTO here. I feel for these benches. The skaters got amped up to go, and then they added time, and now we're into second jam, and it's like, hurry up and wait.
Hurry up and wait.
Again.
Hurry up and wait. Swoopy whistle.
Both teams starting with 4 on the track.
No penalties yet. In the very young game.
You just jinxed it for sure in this game, for sure.
No.
Bruno Scars has the pack stretched out front.
Boomerang.
And it's a no pass, no penalty. So lead is still open for Dizzy Izzy and Duval. And there it is. Dizzy Izzy lead.
Dizzy gets it and calls it.
The big exaggerated call off. I love that.
You see that from orbit.
When you're jam ref and you don't have that whistle in your mouth, and the skaters just get that thing called.
2 scoreless jams.
Iron Rabbit up on the jam line here for the Galaxy Girls. 1, 2, 3 up for Duval. That is Purple Warrior. Still no penalties. So you didn't jinx.
Not yet.
You don't have the power of the jinx?
No.
I
do. I have it, but the batteries are worn out.
Oh. The false start on 7 Skate 9 from Galaxy Girls, but she did yield. Purple Warrior has the pack stretched out front. And that's lead for Duval.
Purple Warrior looking to put the first points on the board of the game.
Iron Rabbit half track behind. We get the call that we're going to get a point?
Purple Warrior, I don't. Let's see.
Oh, wow.
1 or none. That's a none. 3 scoreless jams in a row. 2 leads for Duval or 3?
2.
All right.
We've got Go-Go on the line here for the Galaxy Girls going up against number 37. That's Alana Young.
Heads up, people. It's photo op time.
Still no penalties.
Look like you're happy to be here.
Exactly.
I am ever so happy to be here. Ever so happy to be sharing the bench with you.
Great work on the line there by Go-Go. With a good recovery and plug on the line by Duval. Ooh, that's going to be hitting a down skater.
Elena looking for room on the outside.
Oh, no, a cut. A cut coming to
and
Go-Go.
It's a power jam for Duval. Seattle is giving up nothing.
Elena Young has the pack stretched.
Making Elena Young work for every inch. They're going to kill this penalty.
2-3. Afro Jammer and Toe Jammer putting in the work out there. 2-pair blocking. It looked like a 4-wall to me. Jacksonville losing their pivot to the box.
First points of the game, perhaps.
Oh,
and there we go.
Did you see that?
Sweet spin.
Oh.
Making it look easy.
Great offense dropping back there from the Galaxy Girls to free their jammer. Go-Go's out with speed.
One Duval blocker in the box. It'll be a 4-3 start. It'll be a 4-2 start for Seattle.
4 points, which early on
more points we've seen before.
Kind of feels like a 10-point jam almost.
That's a lot. In a game like this, 4 points is a lot of points. Seattle's got a chance here because Duval's got 2 blockers in the box to start.
Olivia Glisson, the captain, up for Duval. Number 180 out for the Galaxy Girls. That's Rival E. Rival E out for the quick lead. No pass, no penalty.
They give her the scoreboard showing lead.
Oh, heartbreaking for Alana Young. That's always a tough one as a jammer where the initial signal is a no pass, no penalty. You skate about 3/4 of the track, and then the communication gets passed off. No, actually, it was a cut.
Yep.
So each team getting their chance at a power jam to start this game. Rival E is out.
Evil Apple back on the track for Duval. Boomerang to the penalty box for Duval. Here comes Rival E looking for 4 more.
Great juke. Great juke.
And there we are.
Great footwork on the line there. Nice toe stop pirouette by Olivia Glisson. Gets her out of the pack for Duval. But they keep bleeding blockers to the penalty box. And they're setting another one as well.
Rival E calls it off. But Duval will be starting with two blockers and a pivot in the penalty box.
Naylor Swift on the jam line to start here for the Galaxy Girls. Her first jam of the game up against 303. That's Dizzy Izzy. Seattle has great speed in their jam rotation. You need a fast lead. You could throw out a Bruno Scars. But if you want a lot of speed, you have space, you go with some of these smaller jammers. However, the one Duval blocker on the track draws the high block. Dizzy Izzy now on the power jam for Duval.
Duval pivot and blocker is standing.
Dizzy's got 4 on the board here. Some of her blockers returning to the track. And they decide to ice Naylor Swift in the penalty box. She is being released to the medics, though, I believe. Oh, no, just fully released to the box. We'll call off just a little bit too late to ice that jammer in the box.
Starting with nobody in the detention bench.
Detention bench.
I like that.
It's like the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, pretty much. You got the brainy skater. You got the thug skater. You got the geeky skater. Although it's kind of all three, pretty much all these kids.
Yeah. Iron Rabbit now on the jam line for the Galaxy Girls up against Purple Warrior for Duval. Purple Warrior has the pack stretched out front. but they do get the exit hit. Dropping back, giving a little bit of offense before Purple Warrior enters back in, trying to free their Jammer Iron Rabbit.
Purple Warrior bottled up in the back, looking for some room outside, and is
This is a very
pushed
stretched
out.
back. Iron Rabbit so close,
Boomerang
one to beat.
holding Iron Rabbit back.
Oh.
Draws the... Gets her out. And lead goes to Purple Warrior. Again.
Purple Warrior, you owe Boomerang something. Something after this game. A Starbucks drink. Maybe, I don't know.
Many iced coffees.
Maybe a shirt from the Strong Athletic.
Shirt from a Strong Athletic, yeah. Gift certificate to S1 helmets. See what we did there. Penalty box is empty. Seattle pivot back on the track. And Purple Warrior calls it off.
Purple Warrior taking us to a 3-point game, 15-12.
You see a lot of Boomerang. Boomerang plays.
Yeah, plays for Philly.
Yeah.
We see her every Saturday, every Sunday at the John.
The John.
The John.
20 John Teen. I'm learning Philly speak from all my Philly roller derby fans.
It's good.
The 20 John Teen. I'm excited. Ooh. Atlanta Young with a cut call for Duval. Momentum may swing back here for Bruno Scars, who's now
Power
out in
jam
lead for
for
the Galaxy
Duval.
girls.
Put some points on the board.
I wish I knew more Bruno Mars songs so I could work in
work it in,
things,
yeah.
but yeah.
Not a single one.
But I do get excited when I hear a Bruno
sure,
Mars
sure.
song. You know.
It speaks to us. Bruno hit out and recycled back.
Little bit of passive O turns into a goat. Ooh, now a track up for Bruno Scars.
That's a power jam for Duval.
Dueling
Chance
jammer
to get it up.
penalties
Yep.
has been my jinx this weekend, so I apologize to both teams.
Well, you didn't say anything about it until it actually happened, so it's no way we can blame you for
Every
it.
game, though.
Yeah,
Every
it's
game.
following you like a cloud.
Exactly. Duval with all four blockers on the track right now. Seattle down 1.
What do we say about a low-scoring game as a thing of beauty?
Hey, well, it's still pretty low. That was some great footwork on the outside line, though, by Atlanta Young. Atlanta Young has great control, body control, so when she drifts on her toe stops to the outside line like that, these blockers are trying to hit her out, but she can absorb so much of the contact and still stay in.
Bruno Scars back on the track for Seattle. She gets through. She gets a pass through. And that's 4 more for 8. 4 more for Seattle and 4 more for Duval.
Now they figured it out.
Yep.
It took about 4 times, but they figured it out. She's going to do that drift move to the out with speed.
All right.
Big jam still, though, for Duval and Atlanta Young. I think that is going to end 14-10. And we've got a 1-point game.
1-point
Until
game.
or unless they update the scoreboard.
Oh, they just updated the scoreboard. We have a no-point game. A tie is like a lead change, you know. That's what I hear. I haven't heard that for 15 minutes.
I've heard that before. I think I've heard that from our friend who was at this tournament, Bobby Narco.
This is...
Rival E
No.
up against Dizzy
Oh, they
Izzy.
have the... okay. Rival E back.
I like it when I get it right and the scoreboard gets it wrong.
That's right.
And I feel like I'm really doing my job. Galaxy girls lose a blocker to the box.
And it looks like Dizzy Izzy is through and has lead.
Rival E now out, though. It's one of those scenarios where you try and tell the jammer, it's counterintuitive, but it's like maybe slow down just a little bit. Because they're only going to call this jam off when you approach.
Yep.
Then we could kill just maybe a little bit more of this penalty.
Let it play out.
Yeah.
Yep. And Dizzy Izzy calls it off with 2 points. 3 points.
29-26. Set 13, Naylor Swift. Out the jam against Olivia Glisson.
Naylor Swift on the line for Seattle against Olivia Glisson. For Duval. It's like saying Duval. I'll admit it.
Oh, we got a quick lead out front here for Olivia Glisson.
Olivia Glisson up the outside, leads jammer.
Powerful stride. A lot of these programs are so much better at teaching speed than I am.
Mm-hmm.
So if any of these skaters want to come up and run a boot camp in
Just
Kitchener,
come bring 'em
Waterloo,
up,
Tri-City
bring 'em up.
Roller Derby, come and help me teach speed. Great stride here.
4 on the board for Duval.
Big drawback here of the Galaxy Girls jammer. Again, great footwork on the lines and the OPR signals. Yep, inbounds. 8 points so far for
This
Olivia
might
Glisson.
be the is this the biggest jam for Duval so far? No.
No, they
No,
had
no,
that
no.
15-pointer.
Yeah.
We got a star pass for the Galaxy Girls. Toe Jammer now has the star in hand. Is being recycled to the back of the pack, though, and the Galaxy Girls have lost a blocker to the penalty box. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Olivia Glisson, did you see that?
That was magic. There's no way she that was flight.
I could never do that.
That was a hover.
That was amazing. Body control on the lines. This is a clinic in this game.
Just looking for some room outside and can't find it. Recycled back. Olivia Glisson will try again.
Looks like Toe Jammer's looking to drop to do a little bit of defensive jamming.
Okay.
Smart move if she
Yeah.
feels like she's stuck here.
Saddle blocker back on the track. So both teams are even as the jam ends.
But a 14-point jam for Olivia Glisson and Duval. Oh, there's the cheer.
There's the Duval. Every seat in the room is filled. Standing room only in the back. Some folks at the snack bar looking for corn dogs, I suspect.
This has been a great venue for roller derby.
Oh.
Sometimes venues with tracks side by side, whistle bleed becomes a really big issue. It really hasn't been an issue because
Right.
you've got most of
Right.
the wall kind of blocked off. There is a distinct difference between the two tracks, though. Yellow track, a little bit less polish than pink track.
Right.
A little bit more slippery on the pink track. These teams play fast, getting a nice edge into this floor, and it's helping. It's helping the jammers.
It's also dry out here, which means the floor is a little more grippy than it might otherwise be.
Yep.
The air conditioning is working, which is keeping people in a civilized state of mind.
Some of us. We have a timeout here for the Seattle Derby Brats. They are down 43-26. 15 minutes, 57 seconds left in the first half. Great timeout there. A little bit of a run here by Duval. You want to kind of stop the momentum, right?
Take
Seattle.
a deep breath, not let things get out of hand.
Seattle, played this team competitively back in April. They got to feel like, we can hang in this game. We just gotta regroup and reset quick.
On the other hand, 10, 15 points a game like this is a lot.
It's substantial, yeah.
You're fighting for 2 or 3 points a jam.
Iron Rabbit out right now against Purple Warrior. And we've got a lead for Purple Warrior. Ooh, high block call coming to Iron Rabbit.
Iron Rabbit in the penalty box for Seattle. It's a power jam for Duval.
Iron Rabbit concerned there just about what legal zone is being presented by that blocker. Feeling like the head was the only thing that was presented, but you got to be careful. That's going to be called tight for a reason.
Right.
Big drawback here by Seattle. So far, a good penalty kill. Purple Warrior calls the
Off
jam.
the jam with the
to
Seattle
ice.
Seattle jammer still in the box. It'll be a power start for Duval.
Sometimes you like to do that if you do see that opposing jammer visibly angry or upset,
You want to leave him there to
you
stew a
want
little
to ice.
bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then now they feel like they have the pressure on them.
Yep.
Are they going to come back out and get a panic penalty or something like that? I have full faith, though, in Iron Rabbit because I got to watch and call the Galaxy Girls game yesterday, and this Seattle jam rotation is phenomenal.
I got to watch her play for Mob City.
Yep.
And she was
Cutting you up.
She was remarkable. She really was. It was like a poke in the eye every time she got out on the track. A little bit of a wins for us.
We got a little stoppage here. Not sure if it's an OTO or team stoppage, but your derby name, Pops.
Pops Anarchy.
Yeah, Pops Anarchy. Tell us about. You get to come and call broadcast as a parent here this weekend.
I do. I have my lovely, charming daughter, Susan B. Anarchy. Skates for Philly. It's in the jammer rotation, and she will absolutely cut me up for mentioning her name on the broadcast if she sees it.
Good. Let's do it again.
I'll take that chance. Take a minute to talk up the WIFTA World Championships coming up November 15th and 17th in Montreal, Canada. Oh, in Canada. It's around the corner, not
that's
far.
actually where I live.
There you go.
Yeah.
And actually, the tearjerker moment for me for the weekend was watching the Regina team sing "Oh Canada." Actually,
You actually cried?
I did.
Are you a water sign?
Leo, fire.
Oh.
Right? Nah, we cry too. Leo's cry too.
What's the moon, though? The moon might
when
be
the
a
moon
water
is in
sign.
retrograde, I don't know. Pax in retrograde.
We got Atlanta Young starting alone. Power start here on the jam line for Duval. Iron Rabbit now released from the box. Big drawback
Penalty
for
box is
Seattle.
empty.
And this is
Iron
what you want to
Rabbit.
see. I
That's
said I
it.
had faith.
You
and
said,
this is it
yeah,
right here.
yeah.
Iron Rabbit comes out of the box to grab
Absolutely.
lead.
Cuts the other way. You can take a minute, give her a minute to think about it,
Exactly.
plan the
Exactly.
next move. Iron Rabbit is through, not quite through, hit out of bounds.
Both of these teams have blocking packs which are so they rotate
we have
so
our
much.
first star pass.
So much flipping. It's like a gauntlet. You beat one, and then you beat another one, and then you see the same face you just beat over and over and over again.
Our first star pass to Megalas. Iron Rabbit calls it off before she can get to the pack.
$47.30.
Seattle
13 minutes.
inches a little closer.
Yeah,
A
13
little
minutes.
more than halfway through. First
left
half.
Here. Bruno Scars up on the jam line up against 303. Dizzy Izzy. Ooh, did 7 skate 9 get the cut call? No, she did not. So we've got Dizzy Izzy out lead for Duval. And again, look at that skating stride. Oh,
Do I have the stats right that there are only 2 lead jams for?
no, it's got to be
Oh.
more than that. Cut track here for Bruno Scars.
I'm not so sure. 3, 4. The question is, do I have it wrong? The answer is, well, yes, I do.
Keeping scats while calling an exciting game
Right.
is a little bit harder.
Practice.
We're both learning.
The repetition. Oh, no, I make it a point not to learn anything new every day. It's full up here.
Dizzy Izzy is flying around in this jam. Call comes from the bench, though. Seems like a consistent strategy from the Duval bench. They want to ice.
If
The
they
Seattle
keep
Jammers,
somebody in the box, they will.
last time
Although
they,
it backfired on them last
yeah,
time.
last time they did it, didn't work out. But if it works out this time,
Try again.
we'll think they're geniuses.
WFTDA World Championships. Only 3,000 tickets available. Montreal, November 15, 16, 17. Get your tickets now, WFTDA.com. You'll be glad you did.
Yep. Quick lead here for Olivia Glisson. Bruno Scars out of the box really quickly. Does get hit out, though, and drawn back. We got one in the penalty box for both of these teams. Great toe tap move on the inside there by Bruno Scars. Has her out on her initial. Here we go. This is what you like to see if you're Seattle, you started the jam, a little bit of momentum swing, but you set up the table setting for the next jam is good. You're up 1 here, 4-3. It's now your opportunity to try and win the momentum back, get a quick lead. And they have their jammer who started the game, Rival E, out on the jam line, up against 1-2-3, who is Purple Warrior. A lot of purple teams.
A lot of purple.
Yeah.
A lot of purple.
I feel like the adults, there was like a trend of green for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And juniors, everyone want to be purple, I guess.
Right.
7 skate 9 coming up forward for offense for Rival E, but Rival E draws a track cut.
That'll be a power jam for Duval.
Ooh,
no!
In bunches. What did I tell you? Track cuts for both teams.
You're bringing it with you. And they're both hit the box at the same time, both released.
It's always kind of a scary thing with fast jammers because they're both
heading
trying to
for
get
the
there so
same
hard.
place
It's
at
like,
the same
don't blow it
time.
up.
Right.
Don't blow up the box.
Right.
Don't blow it up. We got Rival E out and through on her initial pass. Now on a scoring lap. Oh. The bean dip. Oh.
Swings low on the outside for 4.
And we've got another
cut track call
Purple Warrior.
on Purple Warrior. That's the second jammer penalty for this jam. Chance for Seattle to tighten it up a little bit.
Another
bean dip.
Oh. Rival E now over in between turns 1, 2.
And she is through.
This is gonna go 2 minutes, so this is where jammer comes around. You gotta go.
Jammer standing in the penalty box. Blocker standing in the penalty box. Duval will be back in full strength. 3, 2, 1 now.
Great offense by the pivot. 7 skate 9. Rival E draws a penalty here on number 8 from Duval to bring them back down to a short pack. And again, great offense there from 7 skate 9.
Jammer race coming around. Purple Warrior right behind her.
This is going to be tight if there's going to be points scored. Oh, the offense.
Purple Warrior goes down.
The offense in
back.
This jam by 7 skate 9 from Galaxy Girls has been amazing for the jammer. But I do believe we have a penalty coming to Rival E at the end of that jam. Let's see. Yep.
So Duval will start with a power jam. And down 1 blocker.
One thing I do want to mention for people who are watching the stream today, if you can see close enough, the Seattle Derby Brat Galaxy Girls do have MMIW on all of their legs. They wanted to make a political statement in this game to acknowledge missing and murdered Indigenous women. The Urban Indian Health Institute reported that in 2016, 5,712 missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls were reported, with only 116 in the DOT database. 506 cases were reported in 71 cities. Tribal nations must have the ability to advocate for their citizens who live in urban areas. That's the little script that was given to me by the Seattle Derby Brats Galaxy Girls. And personally, I think it's amazing. I think that the juniors have every opportunity to lead in this sport and to show leadership. And the fact that they're using this stage to make that statement. And it's not just the skaters who are rostered on the bench. You also see it in the crowd with skaters on their Charter 20. So to get everyone to buy in, to understand the issue, and to raise it on this platform is something I think is really, really commendable.
It's a remarkable group of kids. Really remarkable. Very thoughtful.
Yep. So we have Alana Young starting on a pose here on a power start and a quick lead. Rival E still in the penalty box, picking up a penalty at the end of the last jam. Duval set up with the locomotive power jam offense where they all get in a line and the front kind of goes doot doot and then they go. What did I say? In bunches. Alana Young going back to the penalty box.
Okay.
Rival E will now be released. Again, we're going to go 2 minutes here.
Power jam for Duval. This Duval pack is up.
We've got a star
Cover is
pass
off, and that's a star pass.
to number 23, Afro Jamurai. I was wondering if that was going to come. It's tough to go back-to-back 2-minute jams for Rival E, right? Especially a jammer who relies so heavily on her speed. Afro Jamurai now out on initial. Will come in on a scoring pass. Atlanta Young is released from the box. And another.
Beautiful spin, and manages to keep her feet in somehow. Put another 4 on the board for Seattle.
Teach me. Teach me. Oh, Afro Jamurai running into her own blocker. Back up, though. We've got 2 Duval skater blockers in the penalty box right now. Oh, Toe Jammer with a huge offense.
Afro Jamurai comes through for 4 more.
Seattle has a chance to take the lead in Jam. Yeah, and they do with that scoring pass now. That's 12 points on the Jam now for Afro Jamurai.
1 blocker for each back to the box, so the pack is equal. Here comes Afro Jamurai again, looking for 4 more.
Atlanta Young out on her initial. Got to get in hard if she's going to score. Oh, no, sorry. Her initial was already done, so that's 4.
The Jam's going to run out before she can get back to the pack and put anything on the board.
And we have
another lead change.
A lead change. 57-58. This is kind of what I saw start of the game yesterday, Seattle versus Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz, because they do have that speed, once they do get a little bit of momentum, they open up the door and they go, right? So it helps when you have a lot of speed in your jammer rotation because 20, 30, even a 40-point lead, you feel like we put together back-to-back lead jams. We get a couple power jams in our favor. That margin's going to close pretty quickly. And especially when you've got Duval sending so many blockers to the box, right? 3-2 start here in favor of the Galaxy girls. We've got Gogo on the line here for Seattle versus Dizzy Izzy from Jacksonville. Dizzy Izzy is out for lead, though. Oh. Big hits to catch the jammer out front there from the Duval pack. Great drift move to the out by Dizzy Izzy, sorry. That's 4 points on the board, and that's the lead back with Duval.
Penalty box is empty for the moment. Dizzy Izzy approaching the pack, and 1 Seattle blocker heading to the box.
Great, nice drift to the out with speed again by Dizzy Izzy, but even better catch and plug out front by 7 Skate 9. 7 Skate 9 even taking the time off in jam to go over and ask the jammer, you good, you good, you good?
Dizzy Izzy through for another 4.
Her blocker's pleading with her to get the star cover off her head, and the pass does come to 7 Skate 9. But Dizzy Izzy is skating laps right now. That's 12 so far in this jam for Dizzy Izzy.
Dizzy Izzy with time for at least 1 more pass. Is heading back for 4. Looks for some room on the outside. Can't quite find it.
They're going the opposite direction.
Everyone's going backwards.
The Australian toilets. 7 Skate 9 dropping to do a little bit of defensive jamming. Gets the hit out, draws back. One of my favorite things. Smart pivots who know I'm not going to get out.
Right.
I'm very tired.
Right.
Why don't I just become the 5th blocker?
Sure.
I'm not a point. You can't score 5 points anymore. Jammer lap point is deceased. And we've seen it twice now from Seattle. So, very smart team.
Smart derby. Iron Rabbit on the line for Seattle. Purple Warrior for Duval. And Iron Rabbit is through.
We got a track cut coming to... Nope, overruled on the inside.
Iron Rabbit puts 4 more on the board for Seattle and calls off the jam.
Purple Warrior going in a shorter rotation than what we've seen so far in this game. So it'll be interesting to see Duval's mixing it up, trying to get out of a matchup. Or maybe they want to prioritize someone who they feel is, having a very good game right now to close the half. 713, that's Naylor Swift on the jam line for the Galaxy girls. Up against number 37, that is Alana Young.
Math might be a little off, but I will say that Duval, although I maybe changed my mind now, Duval had a lot more leads than Seattle. The score is closer than you would think, considering.
Yep. Oh, and she's out clean. Naylor Swift is out of the pack for the Galaxy girls. Alana Young threw on her first scoring pass. Oh, no. Oh, I have this backwards. Naylor Swift lead. Alana Young not lead.
Looks for a point or two, and Seattle calls it.
And we have 2-point game with just over 2 minutes to go, period. 69-67.
Bruno Scars on the jam line for the Galaxy girls now in this jam. Olivia Glisson, the captain for Duval, on the line. We've got one Galaxy girl skater in the box.
Third scoreless jam in a row for Seattle. I got that right? What say you?
I say no.
No. They missed some points somewhere.
Ooh. Blocker returning to play from the box. Cut. Did a little bit too overeager. But now we have a track cut coming on Olivia Glisson.
Oh, that'll be a power jam for Seattle with Bruno Scars. A chance to put some unanswered points on the board.
Great move to grab a quick goat there. I believe that's Afro Jamurai.
Oh.
Oh.
I can't see how she stayed in bounds there, and she didn't. That's a track cut.
You can tell both of these teams really want it because they're struggling so much with discipline.
Right.
Especially when they have the advantage and the momentum. Right?
Little bit overeager
both
still.
Both benches got to really focus on just play our game, be disciplined, be smart, slow things down. If you have a power jam, you have 4 people to help you. You don't have to do it all by yourself anymore.
Except that you want to. Sugar cookies. Seattle pivot to the box.
Olivia Glisson with a star in hand, now out on her initial pass. Bruno Scars returning to track. This will be the last jam of the half.
That's impossible. That's not possible. It flew by.
Yeah, it did. But we've been having so much fun.
Right, having fun, no stoppages, very clean play.
Bruno with a star off her head on a scoring pass. Puts it back on. Great blocking behind the pack by Boomerang, but Bruno Scars is out. 4 points.
The half is winding down. The jam is counting down.
Gotta get
more points.
Gotta get in
Couple
hard
more
if you're going to get a point.
Oh! Just short.
It'd be interesting to see if those points get awarded in the front because it looked like Duval intentionally broke pack
to get away.
Not allow that to happen.
Yep.
So I believe that's a discussion that's happening right now on the inside. Either way, it's a barn burner. It's a barn burner. We're just sitting in the catbird seat. We're just having a great time.
Oh, my God.
That is halftime. No points awarded there on that pass from Seattle. 77-71 is what is going to lead us into halftime.
Virtually tied going into the half.
Yeah.
I'm holding my breath for the second half.
We're going to go have a break. You guys get to watch some ads. Take a break yourself.
Yeah,
get ready.
Run to the kitchen, get the cup of coffee, get a glass of orange juice or the adult beverage of your choice, and we will be back here momentarily to take you through what promises to be a rousing and anxiety-provoking second half.
Especially anxiety-provoking. Yes.
The great eye in the sky tells us the camera is on, and welcome back to the second half of who's playing Duval in Seattle, the third-place game in the 2019 JRDA National Championships, brought to you on the WFTDA.com Twitch stream. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for turning on your TV or your computer, whatever it is. Thanks for coming back from the kitchen with that glass of orange juice. I'm here. Pops Anarchy is here with
Thunderdale.
And we're just a minute or two away from the start of the second half. This is as tight a game as you can imagine. 6 points separates the teams, but that's an illusion because Lead has switched hands half a dozen times in the last half dozen jams. 77-71, Duval. Duval. Did I get that right?
We're working on it. We're
Twitch
working on it,
stream,
Vince Hannity.
Duval. Let us know.
20
And,
penalties a piece,
right?
for each team. It felt like more, but we did have those long stretches where things were very clean.
Right.
One thing I do want to get out before we get into the second half,
Please.
because we didn't in the first.
Please.
Officials.
Yeah.
The officials are important. So let's say their names.
Oh,
Doof
sorry.
Warrior,
Right.
Darth Bling,
Right.
Headless Horseman, Papa Payne, Zookeeper, Soprano Stinger, I like the Sopranos, Zombie Dearest, Kim Probable, KT Massacre, Doesn't Match Her, El Flaco,
Devastator,
Yep.
Elemental, Lucinda Knickers, Red Miles, Tricky Ricky, and Margie Ram.
Yep.
This game rides on its volunteers and its EMTs and the parents who come out to support the kids and kids themselves. This couldn't function without a huge crowd of people. You know, they say it takes a village. This takes several villages and maybe a couple of cities beside. And this could not happen without probably a bunch of you who are out there listening in Twitch land.
One of my favorite things about JRDA Champs 2 is you also have the opportunity for junior officials to join on with Cruise 2 as well. So we talk a lot about retention and recruitment in the sport and sustainability for officials, which has been a bit of an issue in recent years. However, if we're training for the future with the junior programs as well, I feel like that's a great start for the future.
If you're ever thinking about a way to get involved in the sport and you want to try it, just go and strap on a pair of skates, and the officials will be glad. Probably every city has an officials clinic, and we'll be glad to teach you the basics and show you the ropes. And
Pops is going to take his own advice, told me. Yeah.
you're going to hold me to that. We'll see you next year on skates. Starting the second half on the jam line for Seattle is Iron Rabbit.
Up against the captain, Olivia Glisson for Duval. And that's a quick lead for Iron Rabbit. But Olivia Glisson close behind. Jacksonville going to send one blocker to the box as Toe Jammer comes out of the box for the Galaxy girls. This is going to be a tight call.
Iron Rabbit looking for the quick 4 points and calls off the jam.
She gets 2.
All right. It's a game of inches.
And because I can never stop coaching, I just had to verify with the jam ref that the box point was included in the 2. I am terrible.
You are not kidding, my friend.
Oh, early timeout here.
Who called that?
I believe Seattle.
Taking a deep breath.
Or maybe not. No, it was not a timeout. You heard that.
I heard that.
Yeah. We got Rival E up against Dizzy Izzy. Some adjustments to start the half in the Jammer matchups. I would imagine both these benches are keeping stats. They would have been back. They're trying to find more favorable matchups for
each side.
their
Each
teams,
side
yeah.
not finding a lot of give in the other team.
Yeah. Oh, great hit out front by Boomerang.
Oh,
8-1-7 for Jacksonville.
Boomerang always tough.
And Rival E felt that. Yeah.
Dizzy Izzy not making a lot of progress up front. Oh, have a skater down.
Back up. Rival
on
E
the
is
track.
relentless. Rival E is relentless.
Yeah.
Jacksonville losing a blocker to the penalty box. Rival E is out on her
Finds
initial
a way through.
and trying to get her gear back in place. Crawling through the pack. Four points for Jacksonville in that jam. Brings them to 81. Back
Scoreless.
to a 7-point game.
Scoreless in Seattle.
You been sitting on that one?
Nah, it just came to me.
Purple Warrior out on a jam line
Again.
against Bruno Scars. One in the box still for the Galaxy girls. We've got a high block
Purple
coming
Warrior
to Purple Warrior.
the box on a high block.
Power jam here for Bruno Scars. Has the pack stretch, but a nice catch there by number 90 from Jacksonville. Good recovery.
Seattle blocker back on the track out of the box.
That's going to be a low block for Jacksonville, number 4. Brianna Page. A little one-on-one behind the pack. Bruno Scars is looking at her pivot, wanting to pass the star off. Now out and through. Now we got lead here for Bruno Scars. But a great penalty kill.
Yeah.
And we've got the jam now called for injury. So 0-0 jam. Jacksonville still has another blocker now going to the box. And 2 blockers in the box for the start of the next jam. Yeah, tell me about these WIFTA playoff locations.
I will tell you about these WIFTA playoff locations. August 9th through 11th, WIFTA WFTDA Continental Cup North, the America's West, will be in Orem, Utah. Come out for that if you're in the general vicinity. August 23rd through 25th, WFTDA Continental Cup North America East will be in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. That's my backyard.
I'm going to be there.
Are you going to be there?
With my team, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That changes almost everything.
You got to come
out.
cheer now.
I might have to now. A little star here. Bring you some scrapple and shoe fly pie. Whether you want it or not. October 5th and 6th, the WFTDA Continental Cup Europe is going to be in Helsinki, Finland. This whole thing to be followed up November 15th, 16th, and 17th, the International WFTDA Championships, Montreal, Quebec. I was at Champs 3 years ago when it was at Philly Temple, and it was an astounding and moving experience.
I was there too.
Beg you, yeah, it was just. Where did those Australians come from? It's amazing, amazing.
They've been knocking on the door for a while.
Yeah,
I met someone before this game who was originally from Toronto, moved to Utah, has a junior skater who's very excited for the NA West.
Game. Sure.
Yeah, in Orem, it's going to be right close by.
Good. You're really coming to Lancaster?
I really am. Tri-City Thunder. We are the 9th
5?
seed in the NA East Cup.
I think
Hashtag we belong to the Thunder. If you're a Pat Benatar fan.
We belong, we belong, we belong.
Exactly.
I may not be a fan, but I know all the songs.
Hey.
It's my childhood.
Yeah.
Love is a cattle field.
Okay, we got Naylor Swift on the jam line here for the Galaxy girls up against number 37, which is Alana Young. 2 blockers in the box for Jacksonville. So a 4-2 pack advantage here for the Galaxy girls. Can they turn it into a lead? Boomerang, the 1 blocker left on the track for Duval.
Duval pivot to the box.
Oh, well, we got lead here for Naylor Swift.
And she is through. Lead jam to Seattle.
Oh, nice hit out there. 9-1-1, the captain.
Coming through. Comes through almost untouched, putting 4 on the board for Seattle. Tightening it up.
Great catch on the line by 7 skate 9 from the Galaxy girls. I feel like you're taking that line in boomerangs there. Oh, that's a risk. I would be skating the other side consistently.
Want to go around.
Yeah.
Want to go around. Yeah. She doesn't make it easy.
Naylor Swift through for another 4. That's 8 on the jam.
Okay.
And 7 skate 9 with a great exit hit catch. But Boomerang
Star
hits her out of
pass.
the drawback. So now we've got the pivot out of the pack for Jacksonville, Ariana Contrell. What do we have here?
We have another lead change. I've lost track of how many, but I feel like I'm at a tennis match.
Did you see that one recently? The really good one?
Tennis?
Yeah.
I can't watch it. It hurts my neck.
Oh.
After the bike crash back in 2003, I can't really not a lot of mobility back and forth. Wimbledon?
What it was Wimbledon, British Open. I can't remember now, but it
Okay.
was a great game. Djokovic won it in the tiebreak. Iron Rabbit. Oh, there was no room there.
Distracted.
Got lead, picking up lead here for the Galaxy girls. Second in a row here. Third on the half. Dizzy Izzy is out though for Jacksonville. Galaxy girls losing their pivot to the penalty box, and Iron Rabbit is going to call before Dizzy Izzy can come in and score. We got 2 more points on the board here for the Galaxy girls. Purple Warrior here on the jam line for Jacksonville. And we have Rival E out for the Galaxy Girls. 4-3 pack advantage for Jacksonville. Rival E setting up, showing she's going to do a little bit of defensive jamming. It looks like off the line. Just enough to slow the funnel.
Purple Warrior looking for some room on the inside. Spins and is through.
The pack destruction penalty coming to the captain for the Galaxy Girls. 4-2 pack now for Jacksonville. This is
Purple Warrior looking for 4. Chance to put points back on the board and draw it even again. Seattle is not budging an inch. And Purple Warrior's through.
We got a tie game.
We have another lead change here.
Bobby Narco would consider that a lead change. 85-85. Purple Warrior through. Ooh, that's most likely going to be a low block there.
That's right. Seattle pivot to the box.
Stefina. Oh, Rival E has lost the cover. Through, but, and I don't even see it. Okay, now I see it because Duval's standing right over top of it.
Purple Warrior calls jam off.
Interesting call off. Kind of maybe want to see what happens with that cover, but also too, Duval calls it off when they did. They secure a 3-2 pack advantage. And now we do have a for real timeout by Seattle. 22 minutes, 58 seconds left.
Seattle taking a deep breath to not let themselves get rattled.
They only have one stoppage after this, though, Pops. I'm concerned. In a close game, you want to try and hold on to them as long as possible. The Seattle bench.
You also don't want to let it get away from you.
True, and this is the thing. The Seattle bench consistently this weekend has tried to use their stoppages more focused towards stopping momentum than trying to play the clock management game, which is valid. And coaches develop a feel for their team, right?
You know when to sit them down, take a deep breath.
So they call a timeout, and you say, you know what?
I don't care what you do.
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
Right now.
Right. I think so. I'm not on the track. I'm a little intimidated. We have a medical? Looks like there may be an EMT walking over to the Seattle bench. Doesn't look like we're stopping, though.
Oh, we still got medics have eyes on the track. So we have 5-4 Go-Go out on the jam line up against Dizzy Izzy. And we've got a back block coming here to Dizzy Izzy. So power jam now.
Power jam for Seattle. Go-Go. Putting on the afterburners.
Pivot in the box as well for Jacksonville. So a 4-3 pack here. This is the problem, though, when Boomerang is on the track. She is so sticky. So you think you got
all the room in the world, and she can't be everywhere, but she can be almost anywhere.
Yep.
Duval blocker back on the track, leaving one in the penalty box.
Cover off for Dizzy Izzy.
Go-Go is
low block for Defina. Ooh. We got a high block going to 101 of Jacksonville, Ariana Contral.
And Go-Go calls it off. Oh, here we are. Another lead change.
Yeah. Dylan Bott's out in the center for Seattle. A little bit of concern in the direction of that high block. But we're through the next jam.
Sugar Cookies, another part-time Philly player.
Oh, nice.
First time we've seen her with the star today.
For Jacksonville. And we got Iron Rabbit jamming for Seattle. 3-3 packs with pivots for both teams in the penalty box. And
Iron Rabbit is through first.
Galaxy Girls are going to lose another blocker, though, to the penalty box. Great exit hit. but she went out as well, so we got a no pass, no penalty here for Sugar Cookies. Oh, this is what you hate to see. You have lead, you have the opportunity.
You're
trying to run it long to continue to set up the next jam, but you keep losing blockers to the penalty box. Hopefully they can set this up now. Iron Rabbit through.
Hot Wheels to the penalty box for Seattle.
Another lead. We're just going to skate it. We're just going to skate it out. 100 apiece.
Let them go.
Yep.
Just let the clock run.
Great endurance from both these jammers. Zeros on the final pass. So 8-8 jam. However, Galaxy Girls are going to start this next jam up 1. So, panned out. It worked out.
There is that.
I support it.
I don't know how much more even we could get with 20 minutes left. The clock is flying by.
Elena Young on the jam line here for Jacksonville up against Bruno Scars from the Galaxy Girls. Bruno close, and now out of the pack here in between the turn 1 and 2.
I don't see where she found that space to get through. It's all full of people.
The great thing about Bruno Scars and more physical jammers is they create the space. You know, like there doesn't have to be a lot of room, but the aggression and especially her low center of gravity, because she can pop blockers up, she will make her own space.
Elena Young is through, but Bruno calls it before she can get a chance to put points on the board.
Great clarification there from
2
Devastator. Devastator originally signaled 1, but it became 2 because of the not on the track point with the Jacksonville pivot going to the box at the end of the jam. Purple Warrior on the jam line here up against Naylor Swift. Purple Warrior now going to the penalty box. I believe that was a low block that was called by the OPR. Naylor Swift out for lead. Big cheer coming up on the Galaxy Girls fans.
Seattle pivot goes to the penalty box as well. Both pivots in the penalty box.
Yep, 3-3 pack here.
Seattle pivot. Duval pivot is standing.
Direction penalty going to Jacksonville blocker number 19. Oh, no, sorry. Galaxy Girls blocker number 19, Bantam Phantom.
And Purple Warrior is back on the track.
Oh, nice hit. Was it clean? No,
Seattle
it was not.
pivot back on the track. Second jammer penalty this jam.
Yep.
Naylor Swift calls it, and we will start the next jam as a power start for Seattle.
We don't have penalty stats with us this weekend. We can only grab them at halftime. At halftime, though, Purple Warrior had 2. I feel like we've seen at least
3.
Another 2 or 3.
Two here, yeah.
Yeah.
I have 3 jammer penalties here, but again, my stats are suspect.
So, got to clean it up.
So we've got to be getting close. Yeah, got to be getting close with 20 minutes left. Really don't want to lose her.
Rival E out for lead, but not fully out of the engagement zone yet. Now out.
Oh.
A little bit Gumby, Rival E. You know, like
yeah.
triple
Bit
jointed,
flexible.
falling,
Right.
sliding.
Purple Warrior is standing.
Nice whip. She couldn't get out on the outside.
And Purple Warrior is back on the track.
Death Nina up, giving offense for her, for the Galaxy Girls. Yeah, we've got a penalty coming here. Rival E for Galaxy Girls is going to get a blocking with a head penalty.
Another jammer penalty.
Yeah.
Purple Warrior with the chance to even it up here.
H-Bots helping outside the penalty box here, trying to get
Oh.
her
Keeps
jammer.
her feet in, stays in with the spin.
for Jammer to reset.
I
Purple
believe
Warrior.
that is another lead change.
Oh, you got me.
Technically.
You got me. Oh. Purple Warrior back to the penalty box.
That's
a back block call.
her fourth, fifth.
Close to you because you're in Pennsylvania. My good friends in Steel City, Yins,
Mm-hmm.
they have a saying when they're trying to play with more discipline. They say, comb your beard. Both these teams, they got to comb their beards
Yeah,
right now.
absolutely. Take a minute.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout.
Yeah. Both teams are getting a little
Jacksonville's
bit.
got more, but a stoppage may be needed out of this one.
Right.
Nice little drift. Hockey stop cut by rival E. Great footwork again. But the Jacksonville cycle is relentless.
The clock runs out on the jam. Do we get that timeout? Not yet.
I think we got to. Oh. Official review. 15 minutes left in a close game. Pops. You got to be like in the 99%
sure that
feeling
you're gonna.
like you got this one.
Right. What are
Because
they?
in a tight game, an official review is like the jacked up version of a timeout.
Right.
That's like the.
That's the atom bomb. That's the stopper.
Trump card in euchre.
Trump
I just
card.
learned how to play euchre the other day.
Euchre.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
that's
the
Trump.
most
That's
beautiful card game.
What's
That's
the left or right bower?
The right bower.
The right bower.
right bower.
Yes. The OR is the
Slam
right
that
bower.
jack down.
Exactly.
That's right.
So unless you feel 99.9% sure.
It's actually the left bower because you don't know if the right bower's out there, right?
Okay, left bower.
Yeah.
Either
no,
way,
because it's not the right bower. You win.
we're playing
Right,
euchre
right.
in Lancaster now. You know this.
That's the traditional home of euchre. I think in the Amish country, or maybe it's Indiana. I don't know.
Either way, you want to be sure. If you
Yeah.
lose this, they're down to 2 timeouts.
That's right.
Super close game.
If you counted the cards wrong,
Clock management is
that jack comes out.
is
Right.
hard. One
Right.
of my broadcast heroes all time, Andy, former coach of Ohio Roller Derby, hammers on clock management.
Mhm.
He was a great coach himself,
Mhm.
but he makes clock management sound easy. Clock
No,
management is
no.
very, very hard. Very, very hard.
Half science, half psychology, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And you got to know your team. You got to know the
Right.
game. You got to know
Right.
the ref crew.
You got to remember what. Right. You got to know I think that's as much as anything. It's reading the refs.
Exactly.
Right?
This game specifically, though, tight game, little bit of an advantage to Seattle. And if people are wondering why my voice is hoarse, it's because I was also
Why is
coaching
your-
this weekend.
Why is your voice hoarse?
So Queen City Junior Roller Girls,
Why the long face?
who were came in as a 9 seed, we left as a 10,
Mhm.
dropped a 4-point game in the final jam to Rocky Mountain. It was a phenomenal game. Rocky Mountain, lots of class. Love their skaters, love their bench. That is why I have officially no voice after the third game this weekend, because I was trying to
It's all
like
used up.
project the voice to get the final 4.
Well, that means if you shot your voice as the game was over, that means you timed it right. You
Right.
used everything you had.
yeah, I left it all on the track
That's good.
or on the bench.
That's good.
Yeah. We're back to play here now. We got the Iron Rabbit up against 350. Is that Sugar
That's sugar
Cookies?
cookies again. Yep.
Ah.
So Duval is mixing it up.
Is that like a Dave Chappelle skit name?
Sugar cookies?
Yeah.
No, I think it's just the cookie.
Okay. Sugar Cookies.
We missed
out
a
for lead.
little. We missed a little jammer on jammer back here. Sugar cookies and Iron Rabbit going at each other.
Yep. Smart move. Smart move by
Calls
Sugar
it
Cookies.
off. Calls it off. Good.
Lead, but was recycled from the front. Calls it off so we can freeze Toe Jammer here in the box for the Galaxy Girls. So 4-3 start here for Jacksonville. Atlanta Young coming out on the jam line. And it looks like Iron Rabbit is saying, you know what?
She's not leaving the track.
Just like the Toronto Raptors this year, she's going back to back.
That's right.
She's going to go back to back. We don't need Kawhi Leonard. We're going back to back. We actually do need Kawhi Leonard. I'm totally lying.
You're talking to a Sixers fan. I've got nothing to really discuss here.
Hey, trust the process.
Trust the process. I just don't trust the Sixers management.
Yeah. Pack is stretched. Pack is back. So out of play in front here. The Galaxy Girls lead coming for Atlanta Young. Iron Rabbit trying to work up that inside line. Sled pushing the Jacksonville blockers.
And Iron Rabbit
great move by
is
Atlanta
through.
Young.
2 Seattle blockers in the box. Pack advantage 4-2 for Duval.
Iron Rabbit going slow, but I appreciate it.
Right.
Because she has 2 blockers in the
Clock
box.
management.
You might
right?
think, for someone in the stance thinking, why is she slowing down? I would
Because she
love
doesn't
it.
want to get close to.
They're timing their
Right.
call off to when she hits the pack. Slow it down, you're killing more this time. They're most likely already have those points.
Dizzy Izzy on the line for
We didn't update.
Duval.
Jacksonville lost an official review. So now 2 timeouts left for Jacksonville,
Mm-hmm.
1 timeout for Seattle, and their official review. We got some defensive jamming happening here with Rival E and Dizzy Izzy. 4-2 pack advantage for Jacksonville.
4-3. Jackson.
Yep.
Seattle blocker back on the track.
Oh, was it Toe Jammer who got the exit hit? That's the farthest turn from us, but I believe it was Toe Jammer who got that exit hit. Basically to save the lead, which is still open.
Last Seattle blocker leaves the box. It's even on the track.
Lead
and Dizzy Izzy
is
gets lead.
Yep, lead is given to Jacksonville, and now we've got just a big drawback, like a fake out jammer penalty.
Yep. Big hit by Boomerang again. Keeping your eye on Rival E.
Lowering the boom.
Oh, Rival E. That was a magic apex jump. Keeps her feet in.
I love the speed that these jammers use on the outside line.
You'll notice what we're sitting through here. Yeah, another lead change.
The acceleration is so hard to track.
113 Jacksonville, 112 Seattle. With about 11 minutes left to play here in the third place game of the JRDA National Championships 2019. Brought to you on WFTDA Twitch.com.
Sugar Cookies up against Naylor Swift. Some great offense from 7 Skate 9. Helps her jammer get out. Naylor Swift is lead for the Galaxy girls. Got a penalty going to the Jacksonville pivot. Naylor Swift taking the lead back for the Galaxy girls inside this jam.
Another lead change.
Jacksonville losing another blocker to the box. So 4-2 pack now. Great catch out front and 2 blocking, but there's just too much rolling here. Naylor Swift out again. And we got another penalty coming to Jacksonville.
Seattle calls it.
Dicey.
Icing 3 Jacksonville blockers in the box.
We got a 4-1 start here for Bruno Scars against Atlanta Young. Jacksonville pivot is standing in the penalty box, though. Pivot line start. Atlanta trying to do a little bit of defensive jamming. That's a quick lead, though, for Bruno Scars.
Scars gets lead for Seattle.
We got a cut coming from the Jacksonville pivot, so she's going right back to the penalty box. That is 009 Mega Lass. Ooh, big hit. Big hit between the turns on Bruno Scars. She's making that space for herself again, though. Out with 4.
Scully back on the track for Duval.
Great recovery and catch out front here to build into the tripod by the Galaxy girls. Filipino Fire there grabbing the brace. Ooh, and Filipino Fire gets the hit out. We have a
sets up again.
We have a forearm coming to Atlanta Young.
Another jammer penalty for Atlanta Young.
That would also be dangerously close to an insubordination.
Seattle wisely calls off the jam and will have a power start for Iron Rabbit.
My stats are a mess, Pops. I'm counting on you from here on out.
Mine are flawless, spotless. We can rely on this like it's the rock upon which we can build the rest of the broadcast.
Iron Rabbit power start here for the Galaxy girls. Great recovery here so far from Jacksonville. Can they cycle and all get front? They do. They're into the turn. Dylan Botts urging the Galaxy girls from the bench. Everyone play O. Everyone play O. Boomerang with a big drawback. One-on-one blocking in the back with Iron Rabbit. This is a phenomenal penalty kill. And this is what happens sometimes late in a game when you do get a great penalty kill like this. Mm-hmm. Sometimes this is really great momentum, right? It didn't set up well. It didn't start well for you, but you embrace the challenge.
They can keep this down
to
no
you did a great job. You're going to feel good. They're going to feel amped.
Right. Iron Rabbit all the way back again. Boomerang taking her back to the
Galaxy
past
girls,
the turn.
Galaxy girls skating backwards there. That just allows the drawback to be longer.
Lainey Young is standing in the box and is heading back to the track.
Boomerang with another hit out.
Got another minute left in the jam. Duval can still put some points on.
And Iron Rabbit is out. Through. Lead was open, but they're saying no lead. Took a minute and 20 seconds.
Iron Rabbit forced out, recycled back. Lainey Young still struggling up front.
Got a penalty coming to the Galaxy girls. This sets up well for the next jam for Jacksonville.
They can hold on here for another 9 seconds.
Yep.
Lainey Young still looking for an initial pass. Oh, that was brutal.
The last 15 seconds.
That was brutal.
Galaxy girls get that penalty. That's where you start rocking as a coach on the bench. Play clean, play clean, play clean. Give me 4-3, give me 4-3. Please, please, please.
Seattle,
and they did.
Seattle does squeak 1 point out of it.
Bruno Scars in the jam line here. Up against the captain for Jacksonville. Yep. Who I could never really fully see her number, but now I've been able to identify by the ponytail.
Yep.
So great pirouette move by Olivia Glisson.
And she's out for the lead. One Seattle blocker still in the box. Jacksonville with the 4-3 pack advantage.
Nice.
She spins through.
Oh. This is the momentum swing.
This is it.
Yep.
Power jam for Duval.
And a 4-3 pack. And look at the skaters you have on the track right now. The 4 they have on the track right now, they're built for a power jam. Mm-hmm. Right? Look at the goat that they have set up in the back there. Jacksonville bench decides to ice Bruno Scars.
Still 3 points shy of a lead change, but they keep the Seattle jammer in the box for a power start for the next jam.
Only 444 now left in this game. We've got 4 total stoppages left. Expect to start to see the rest of these come off the board here.
It's a game of inches for these last 4 minutes.
Dizzy Izzy out front for Jacksonville. 7 skate 9 staying out to not be goated, but now Dizzy Izzy is through for lead. Bruno Scars is released from the penalty box and out of the pack on her initial. Pack is at a blazing speed trying to deny points. The jam is called for injury. Jam was called for injury. Yeah. 1 point awarded to Jacksonville is going to bring us to 126, 128.
We have a Seattle skater down.
3 minutes and 57 seconds left in this game.
I mentioned to you that if you're interested in Derby, WFTDA.com has a huge amount of information. And you can sign on there and find out everything you need to know about roller derby, how it's played, difference between a blocker and a jammer, the various sorts of penalties, the various strategies. You can find them on Twitter at WFTDA or on Instagram. On Facebook, this page, WFTDA.com and WFTDA TV on your regular old desktop. They have 460 leagues spanning 6 continents. And rumor is McMurdo Sound on Antarctica is going to start up a league next year, but that's unconfirmed.
Are you on the Instagram? Are you on the gram?
I am. I am on the gram. Wow. It took me a minute.
Impressive. One thing that's really important to note, you've been doing a great read of this.
Mm-hmm.
It's been hugely marketed. There's only 3,000 tickets.
That's right. And they're less than 3,000. Well, yeah. I have 2. Bobby Narco has 1, so that's 2,997 to start with. I don't know how many were left.
I think they're over. They posted recently they're over 1,000. Mm-hmm. So there's only 2,000 left.
Right.
It's always a question that gets asked. Are they going to sell out? Right. And this year the answer is potentially yes.
The answer is
get
probably
your ticket.
Yes. Right.
Get your ticket early on.
I will say that if you're anywhere on the East Coast, you can take a train to Montreal. It's one of the best rides you ever wanted. The Montreal or Amtrak goes right there. You get on the train in Washington, D.C., and you don't have to worry about driving, about traffic. Can't recommend it highly enough. Meanwhile,
Bantam Phantom up for the Galaxy Girls, returned to her bench on her own skates. Clap goes up for the crowd. Now we have Rival E versus Olivia Glisson on the jam line. Glisson has been awarded lead, but is still in the pack. This is a 2-point game. Oh. Great head out and drawback by Afro Jamurai for the Galaxy Girls.
Penalty box is empty.
7 skate 9, setting up to give offense for Rival E. Out front, was it enough? It was. She's out of the pack.
Is through. And Olivia Glisson calls it off.
This is a staring match. Are you going to use the timeout? Who
blinks first?
You would think Jacksonville, and you would think it would come early. So if it hasn't come now,
saving them for the very end.
But don't end the game. Close.
You don't want you don't
losing
want to
with a stoppage on there. Oh.
You want to spend every dollar in that wallet.
Yeah. If you don't use it, you lose it.
That's right. You want to reach the finish line empty.
Bruno Scars in the jam line for the Galaxy Girls up against Dizzy Izzy. We got the Bruno chant going up here in the straightaway. Penalty coming here. High block against the Jacksonville pivot. That's Sugar Cookies, I believe. Mm-hmm. Yep. Another penalty coming here. This time to the Galaxy Girls.
1 for each in the box.
Dizzy Izzy hasn't stretched, and she has lead.
Is by. She is awarded
bench.
Lead.
Big cheer. Sorry, it's off for Bruno Scars.
Oh, it's a glorious apex jump.
Big apex jump to grab the
that
lead.
That will be another lead change.
4-3 pack advantage for Jacksonville. Galaxy Girls are going to try and stay ahead of this offense. They do pick Athena, though, and they get all 4.
Oh.
We get a timeout by Jacksonville after grabbing the lead.
1 timeout left for each of the teams.
I don't know. You grab the lead, you get the momentum. Why are you extending the game? Oh.
Again, the coach knows their people. We have to presume.
I'm very surprised the Seattle bench has not used their official review yet. But in a very, very tight game, sometimes you want to throw that Hail Mary at the end of a game, right? But 1 timeout left after this timeout for Jacksonville, and 1 timeout on the board for the Derby Brats, as well as their official review. It looks like Captain Olivia Glisson on the jam line for Jacksonville. And we have number 23, Afro Jamurai, standing in the penalty box for the Galaxy Girls. Iron Rabbit coming out to the jam line. One minute, 50 seconds left on the jam clock. Jacksonville gets lead. They could decide that this was the last jam of the game. It's a big crowd. Pick your head up and you look around and say, oh,
my
wow,
God.
this
Look
is
at
really
this. The
filled
place
out.
is packed. Standing room only.
Seven skate 9 with the early drawback. Olivia Glisson is now front again. Iron Rabbit trying to make her way through this blocker gauntlet of Jacksonville. Another hit out of Olivia Glisson. But they left the outside line open for Olivia Glisson.
Oh.
Jacksonville is lead.
Olivia Glisson grabs lead. Makes a slow it down hand gesture.
High block going to Boomerang as a pivot for Jacksonville. Now 4-3 pack advantage for the Derby Barats.
And
Iron Rabbit is out
through.
through the pack. Olivia Glisson's out
puts on
scoring.
4 more.
What are they going to do? Bench says go long.
They're gonna run it
Seattle
out.
Seattle cannot skate the pack right here. They need to score and they need time on this clock. They have to give offense 2 for their jammer. Olivia Glisson back in and scoring again. It's silence because this is amazing. Stretch up pack for Jacksonville, holding Iron Rabbit in the back. Olivia Glisson just happy to lean on that tripod in the front.
Oh.
She's in total control here. We have a forearm penalty going to number 90 for Jacksonville, so 4-3 pack advantage again for the Galaxy girls, but Iron Rabbit has to go. 18 seconds left in this jam.
Oh.
Another big exit hit on both jammers. Countdown. Jacksonville was actually ahead of the countdown there. And that's the game. Olivia Glisson calls the jam off.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Unofficial, Jacksonville Duval, 142. Seattle, 131. Hold on a minute before we...
yeah, we gotta see the final
we'll
go
let
up.
you know.
One thing I will say, Jacksonville Roller Derby, past JRDA tournament performance, which is on my sheet, 2018 champs, 7th place. That's the only history that they have in this tournament. So what an amazing showing for them. And Seattle, I said this earlier in the game. I kept saying that Seattle actually beat Jacksonville. Incorrect. Jacksonville beat Seattle 180 to 20. So they took a margin of 60 points and they brought it down to 11. We've got a huddle right in front of us right now, and Pops is going to start crying, and I'm a water sign, so I'm going to start crying. This was an amazing game, and I was so happy to call it with you.
It's just gotten better and better. I'm afraid to see what the 5 and 7 o'clock games look like.
Stay tuned. We still have more Derby today, and this has been amazing.
Thank you so much. JRDA 2019 National Championships in Loveland, Colorado on WFTDA TV, courtesy of Twitch, and I'm Pops Anarchy, and this is
Thunderdale.
When we will see you for the next game at 3 o'clock.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks.